July 8, 1947. A quiet town in New Mexico wakes up to a headline that shakes the world. The U.S. military claims they've captured a flying saucer. For a fleeting moment, humanity stands on the edge of a cosmic revelation. Then in less than 24 hours, the story collapses. It's just a weather balloon, they say. But the whispers don't stop. What crashed in Roswell that summer night? A visitor from the stars? A secret too dangerous to reveal? Or a lie so big it's been guarded for decades? Welcome to History of Famous UFO Encounters, a daily journey into the unknown. This is Episode 1, and we're starting with Roswell, the mystery that refuses to die. Could alien remains be locked away in a vault right now? Let's find out. July 1947, amid the heat of the Cold War. William Mac Brazel, a rancher in rural New Mexico, stumbles across something bizarre on his land. A field littered with debris, metal-like, but impossibly light, tough as steel yet flexible, and etched with strange markings. He'd never seen anything like it. Puzzled, he hauls some pieces to the sheriff in Roswell, who calls the nearby Roswell Army Airfield. On July 8th, Lieutenant Walter Haut, the base's public information officer, releases a statement that stuns the world. They've recovered a flying disc. Newspapers explode with the news. Could this be proof of alien life? But by July 9th, General Roger Ramey steps in, holding a press conference in Fort Worth, Texas. He says it's just a weather balloon from Project Mogul, a classified program to spy on Soviet nuclear tests. The debris shown to reporters? Ordinary foil and rubber, case closed, or so they thought. Two theories emerge. Was it an extraterrestrial craft or a military cover-up? That's the core you need to know. But the devil's in the details. Let's rewind to that fateful night. It's late June or early July. Accounts differ. When a storm rolls over New Mexico. William Brazel, tending his sheep, hears a thunderous boom, louder than any lightning strike. He doesn't investigate right away. Storms are common, but days later on July 2nd, he rides out and finds chaos. A debris field stretching nearly a mile, glinting under the sun. The pieces shimmer like metal but weigh almost nothing. Some say they're scattered in a deliberate pattern, not a random crash. Brazel collects a few scraps, baffled by their properties. Word spreads fast. By July 7th, he's in Roswell, showing the sheriff, who alerts the military. Major Jesse Marcel and a team arrive, cordoning off the site. On July 8th, the press release hits. We've got a flying disc. Radio stations buzz, locals swarm the streets, and ufologists later claim the military underestimated the public's reaction. Then the retraction, General Ramey's balloon story, silences the hype. But why did Marcel, a seasoned officer, call it a disc? And why did the cleanup take days, not hours, for a simple balloon? Something doesn't add up. The witnesses tell a stranger tale. William Brazel described the debris as not of this world. Some pieces were thin as foil, but couldn't be bent by hand. Others had purple markings like writing. He later told reporters he regretted speaking up. Military men grilled him for hours. Major Jesse Marcel, the intelligence officer who inspected the site, said in a 1978 interview that the material was unearthly. It sprang back into shape like memory metal, decades before such tech existed. Then there's the chilling account from Glenn Dennis, a mortician at a Roswell funeral home. He claimed a nurse friend called him in a panic, describing small humanoid bodies, gray skin, oversized heads, black eyes, laid out in the base hospital after autopsies. She warned him to stay quiet, then vanished days later. Her name? Lost to history. Add to that, soldiers spoke of a second crash site miles away, with a gouge in the earth and a burned circle. The debris was boxed up, flown out, Some say to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Ohio. Others whisper Area 51. No one's seen it since. Were these fragments and bodies proof of something cosmic? So, what's the real story? Theory 1. An alien scout ship crashed, maybe scouting Earth, maybe malfunctioning, and the US grabbed it, hiding bodies and tech in secret labs. Witnesses like Marcel fuel this idea. Theory 2. Project Mogul, a balloon with microphones to detect Soviet nukes, explains it all. But the UFO tale was a smokescreen to confuse spies. The Cold War was paranoid enough for that. Theory 3. A prototype aircraft, maybe a nuclear-powered plane, went down, and the military buried it to avoid embarrassment. Less known as Theory 4. A Soviet hoax dropping fake alien wreckage to test US reactions, a wild card from declassified files. In 1994 and 97, the Air Force released reports sticking to Mogul, but why the heavy-handed secrecy? Why did Brazel say he was warned to forget it? Roswell's legacy isn't just a crash, it's the spark for UFO culture, inspiring movies, books, and a town that thrives on the mystery today. What's still locked away? Roswell 1947 isn't just a story, it's a riddle wrapped in shadows. We've got a crash that shook a sleepy town, debris that defies explanation, a military flip-flop from disc to balloon, and whispers of aliens that won't fade. The core's simple. Something fell, someone hit it, and questions piled up. But the deeper you dig, explosions in the night, vanishing nurses, secret flights, the murkier it gets. Was it a visitor from beyond, a Cold War trick, or a truth too weird to tell? This is just the beginning. Tomorrow in episode 2, we'll hear William Brazel's own words. The rancher caught in the eye of the storm. Did he uncover a cosmic secret or become a pawn in a bigger game? Hit that like button if you're intrigued. Subscribe for a new UFO mystery every day and drop your theory below. Aliens, cover-up, or something else? The skies are watching. See you tomorrow.